Our mental health is fucking output based. Do you have a general feeling that you are a failure? 40% said yes. So 2 out of 5 men, yes, they feel like a failure. The ones that I talked to, it was basically just various things of who they thought they would be, what they thought they should have accomplished by now, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I fall into that camp as well. This is not me trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I've got a pretty incredible life. I've done really cool stuff. I've built a pretty successful business, and I'm very proud of myself for these things and what I've been able to do in my life. That being said, I still oftentimes will have that pop up where I feel like a failure. And again, 2 out of 5 say that they feel that as well. One thing that I found very interesting was only one woman actually voted yes. And to clarify with these, I did ask women not to vote on this. A lot of them didn't read that part and were just voting on it because, and that's all right. But, the majority of the women all voted no, they don't feel like a failure. So again, what is this intrinsic thing going on where when things are not going well in a man's right, it's just, this is my fault, I'm a failure, and I have to fix it myself. These questions start compounding into each other, especially with this final one. Is your mental health related to your capacity to work and provide for your loved ones? 77% said yes. That is 4 out of 5 fucking people where the only thing, the biggest thing that their mental health is hinging on is, can you provide? What? Our mental health is fucking output based. It is not who we are, how we show up, how we love. It is none of that. It is, do we fucking provide? I Googled unemployment depression, and it was all about men. 5 years ago, so my birthday is November 19th, which is International Men's Day. And I still have the exact picture that I posted November 19th, 2017. Happy International Men's Day. Because 76% of suicides are men. 85% of homeless are men. 70% of homicide victims are men. 40% of domestic abuse victims are men. Men are the majority victims of violent crime. Men on average serve 64% longer in prison. Men on average are 3.4 times, more likely to be imprisoned than women when both committed the same crime. What of that is controversial? Personally, I'd say nothing. I had so many women messaging me saying that post was misogynistic. Saying that a post about men's fucking suicide rates was misogynistic. That was 5 years ago. I brought up a few things that are a little bit more recent. The suicide rate among American men is about 4 times higher than women. Women are more likely to attempt suicide, but men are significantly more likely to succeed. White men aged 85 have the highest suicide rate of any demographic in the United States. It is 4 times larger than the population as a whole. 51 out of every 100,000 men who are older than 85 commit suicide each year, which is more than any other group by age, by sex, or by race. Before I started recording this, Glenn and I were talking about some of our friends that have committed suicide. It is not never, but rarely the people that you expect. I am talking about this because I have been there so many fucking times. Sometimes it comes in waves, sometimes it is very brief, sometimes it sits on you for fucking years. And we even shared our own experiences earlier this year when when that desire was hitting us again. I wish that I could end this with, and here's how we fix that. But I have no fucking idea how. I don't know what the solution is here, because I would say, oh, we need to just allow men to express their emotions more. Well, we've got data that says maybe that's not great. Okay, well, maybe what we need to do is, have men go to therapy. Well, we tell men that seeking help is fucking bad for them. I don't know what the solution is here. I really wish I could end this on a positive note. If there's anything to take away from this, try at minimum having a conversation with a man in your life and maybe just ask them one of these questions. Those questions again, so you don't gotta scroll all the way back through this. Do you have a male best friend? I can very recently answer yes to this, by the way. Do you have a person you feel comfortable crying to? In the last year, were you depressed for more than 2 months? Have you ever sought professional mental health? Do you see your mental state as your fault? Do you believe that is your problem to fix on your own? Do you in general have a feeling that you are a failure? Is your mental health related to your capacity to work and provide for your loved ones? Ask them one of those questions, and you might be shocked to hear what the answer actually is. I don't know, guys. The client who asked me this question, I'm not going to say his name, but man, I fucking wish that I could put a positive spin here. And maybe the answer is just like awareness, because the thing that made me feel like it was okay to cry was having another man cry in front of me. So maybe this is, and God, please don't fucking think that this is me just like fishing, but maybe this is sharing it to someone else and saying, this is how I feel, and trying to gain understanding. I don't know, guys, but I'm all fucking ears. If somebody has something brilliant on this, you can shoot me an email at andrew@pridefitness.us, and I'm happy to have you on the podcast. I'm happy to talk about this again. If there's something that I said that you think is poorly represented or incorrect or whatever, I'm happy to go back over this and, do a part 2 or whatever it may be. But as far as I see it, the only solution is a massive societal shift that will not happen in my lifetime. I fear for my fucking children when I do have them. I fear that the son that I will eventually have is going to be dealing with the same fucked up mental state that I dealt with through my childhood. And, now at 29. So I hope there's something we can do about it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for watching. If you liked this clip, if you got a lot of value out of it, which you did, go ahead and share this to someone else who needs to hear it. And make sure that you like and subscribe wherever you're viewing this. We've got a YouTube, we've got an Instagram, we've got all that jazz. Go give us some love, and I'll see y'all there. Later.